Hello children, welcome to NEET World. This is Narayani, I am your foundation faculty. In this video, we are going to discussing about the crop production and management from the 8th standard. It is the first chapter of 8th standard, and in this video, we are mainly focus on the concepts of 1-mark questions. Before we are going to the session, I took a big announcement for you children. We are starting the foundation course from the April 1st onwards. We are offering the quality education with experienced teachers children, and also the classes all should be conceptual clarity and important topics should be covered based on the exams of NEET and JEE. The classes will be in both in English medium for both CBSE and also SSC boards, and also subjects covered for by us is physics, chemistry, mathematics and also biology. And for every chapter you can have the doubt clearing sessions, right? And also we learn through by animations and different videos to get more understand to you children. And also another big announcement for you children is we are conducting the scholarship test on the dates of March 29th and 30. So it is both online mode also and offline mode also. Offline mode, it is in Narayani G, Hyderabad. It is near metro station only children. You can directly come and write this examination. And the online mode, you can download the app of MedWorld, and there you can get the notification of the scholarship test. There you can write the exam happily. And also, so don't miss this children. The top performers will get the cash rewards, and also you boost your future with us. We are seeing you too in the online test. It is absolutely free children. So you can access either by the offline also or else online also. It is in Narayani G, Hyderabad. NEET World is in Narayani G, Hyderabad near metro station. Next, coming to our class crop production and management. First, what is meant by crops? See, the same kind of plants grown in a large scale, we call it as crops. So, you know, right? Crops should be grown on a large scale. No, it is an objective type of question. It is very important children. For upcoming students of 8th standard, you get to know about this. So, it is a direct objective type of question. What is crops? Crops is the same kind of plants grown in a large scale. We call it as crops. To get successful crops, we perform various activities, right? Those activities, we call it as agriculture practices. What do we call? Agriculture practices. So, for successful crops, we follow the agriculture practices. There are 7 steps to be followed for this successful activities to get successful yield. So, what are the steps? See, I want to take the session for you guys. So, what I will do? I get ready and I will come to the institution. Which institution? NEET World institution. Next, what I will do? I prepare the content. Next, I will take the session, right? These are the 4 steps if I want to take the session for you. Likewise, here also 7 steps must be followed to get successful yields from the crops. First, the first primary step is preparation of soil. We have to prepare the soil. You all know, right? For plants, soil is required, sunlight is required, water is the these three are the 4 most important things, right? First, we have to prepare the soil. Preparation of soil having the 2 processes. One is plowing, next one is leveling. One is plowing, next one is leveling. Okay children? Next one is leveling. So, after preparation of soil, what we will do? Sowing of seeds. For the sowing of seeds, we take the good quality of seeds is required. Next, adding of nutrients. Why we need to add the nutrients? See, like us humans, plants also require nutrients. For our growth and development, we take proteins, carbohydrates, like that. So, plants also need nutrients for their growth and development. And plants require soil also, air also and water also, right? For crops, regular intervals, we have to supply the water. So, for supplying of water at regular intervals, we call it as irrigation. What we call? Irrigation. Next, weeding. We are cultivating the crops desirable plants. not undesirable plants, right? Desirable plants like paddy, maize, wheat, we are cultivating the desirable plants. In that, unwanted plants also will be grown. So, the process of removing unwanted plants, we call it as weeding. So, the unwanted plants, we call it as weeds. Next, after weeding, the process is harvesting. What the process is? Harvesting. Harvesting is nothing but once the crop is matured and ready to gather, that process we call it as harvesting. After harvesting, we store the crops. We store the harvested product, okay, for the commercial purposes. So, first step is preparation of soil, right? We will discuss all these steps in detailed way. So, 1 minute children. So, preparation of soil. So, preparation of soil is the first most important thing in the agriculture. It ensures to ready for the sowing of seeds. See, it is involved in two steps. One is plowing and another one is leveling. Plowing is nothing but loosening of the soil. So, plowing is also called as tilling. The process of loosening of soil we call it as plowing. So, what is the role of plowing? Why do plowing is to be done? Plowing leads to growth of microbes and earthworms. So, they add humus to the soil. That's why both microbes and earthworms we call it as farmers' friends. What we call children? 1 minute. So, microbes and earthworms we call it as farmers' friends. Next, by the plowing, the nutrient rich soil come to the top. Thereby plants can use by their growth and development. So, this is how the plowing is benefits to us. And also to learn more benefits, see, you should see the plowing land. This is how the plowing lands looks like. Okay children, plowing improves aeration into the soil, which means when the plowing is done, the roots can penetrate deep into the soil and make stand firmly. And also it enhances the water holding capacity. And most importantly, they kills harmful insects and also weeds. And also it helps the mixing of organic matter evenly. So, plowing is very important step. Plowing can be implemented by two methods, as traditional methods and modern methods. Our ancestors used to do the traditional methods. The implements is plow. For the traditional methods, implement is plow and also hoe. This is the hoe. And the modern methods is cultivator. Nowadays we are using cultivator. It saves time and labor also. And hoe and plow are both time consuming process will be done, and also labor will be more. The labor time will be more. So, plowing. See, it is the implement called plow. Plow having the triangular strip. 1 minute. Plow having the triangular strip, we call it as plowshare. It is only helps to dig the soil. See, this is the plowshare. It is only helps to dig the soil. It is a triangular strip. It is either made up of iron or also wood. Okay, and to handle this plowshare, the plow shaft will be there. It is either made up of wood and also either made up of iron. And the beam. See here. The farmer who is plowing the land, he is kept the animals. 1 minute. See, here it is the beam. It is attached to the animals. Which are animals? It is bulls. Or a tractor to pull the plow. To pull the plow, the beam is attached to the animals, and thereby farmer can easily plow the land. Next one, hoe. Structure of hoe has two parts. It is a bend like iron steel structure. We call it as blade, and also handle. To handle this blade, to helps to dig the soil, handle is either made up of wood or else iron. This helps the farmer to hold and operate hoe easily. Hoe is not only used for plowing, but also it is used for weeding process also. By removing unwanted plants also, hoe is to be used. Plow and the hoe are traditional methods, and the cultivator is the modern method tool. See, it reduces the time of labor and also process of time of plowing also. See, a cultivator is a modern agriculture tool. Structure for cultivator. It has three parts. One is frame. This was the frame. So, this is the frame. So, the frame holds the tines and also wheels and also hook. See, frame. Frame is a strong structure that holds all tines, wheels and also hook. See, here for the frame, who are attached, tines are attached. These are only helps in plowing the land, and also wheels. Here will be the wheels will be there. The wheels help the smooth movement over the field. To get one place to another, the wheels are helpful, and also attachment of hook. To connect the tractor, the hook is attached. Thereby farmers can easily plow the land. This is how the cultivator works in the preparation of soil. This is how the plowing can be done. After plowing, leveling is the process. What is meant by leveling? After plowing the land, the big lumps will be there in the soil. There should be leveled. So, leveling is nothing but level the soil or make the surface even. That process is called leveling. So, for that we use the leveler. Leveler is either made up of wood or else iron. It prevents the soil erosion from water or else air. It prevents soil erosion and also distributes water even in the surface and helps in proper seed germination. Next one. So, this is the first step. Next step, what is next step? Sowing is the next step. So, first before sowing the seeds, we have to keep in mind 3 points in our head. One is the seed should be quality seeds and they are from the healthy seeds, and also they are disease free resistant. So, they should be disease free seeds. So, selection of good quality seeds is the primary quality to check for the seeds. When we take the healthy seeds, we will get the healthy crops, right? Likewise, see, for the seed selection, we can perform the very little test, very small test. Put the seeds in a water, and those fit for the crops will sink into the water. Those are not fit for the crop. They will be float on the water. Floating on the water, the seeds will float on the water. Those are not fit for the crops. Those seeds which are sink into the water, those are fit for the crops. Next, after sowing can be done by either traditional methods like scattering the seeds, which called broadcasting, or else for modern methods like we can use the seed drills also. We will discuss later on classes. So, next, another most we have to keep in the mind is proper space should be maintained. If proper space should not be maintained, they will fight for the sunlight, water and nutrients. And next, preparation of soil can be done by preparation of soil must be done for the good crops, and also the fungus all should be when they are moisture, they will get usually attentive for the moistures. So, the seed should be treated with fungicides or as biofertilizers to prevent diseases. Next, nutrients. Like us, plants also require nutrients for the growth, and likewise for what purpose we need nutrients? For the growth and development, right? Likewise, plants also need nutrients for their growth and development. So, we will make manure. Manure is the natural method. Fertilizers are the artificial method. See, for plants, what we require? Plants require sunlight, water, carbon dioxide and also nutrients. So, the primary nutrients are nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium. Next, these are secondary nutrients and these are micronutrients. For the successful crop yields, these should be essential. So manure. So we discuss about the manure and fertilizers. Manure is an organic substance. What is meant by organic? Organic means natural. Next, fertilizers are inorganic substances, which means they are artificially made. Manure is prepared in fields. We can prepare in the fields by the cow dung, vegetable wastes and all that. For fertilizers they are prepared in industries. They provide humus to the soil and leads to the growth of microbes and earthworms. What are microbes and earthworms? They are farmers' friends. Next, it does not provide humus to the soil. But manure is absorbed slowly by the plants. But the fertilizers are, compared to manure, they are quickly absorbed by the plants. It does not cause any side effects like water pollution, like that. They doesn't produce any side effects, but it causes excessive use of fertilizers causes water pollution. And also manure is relatively rich in as compared to fertilizers, manure is relatively less rich in plant nutrients, but these are fertilizers very rich in nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium. So coming to the next one, after third step, what is the fourth step? S. What is the fourth step? Irrigation. Irrigation is the artificial supply of water. Artificial supply of water to crops at regular intervals for the proper growth and development. Since see, whenever we want water, the rainfall should not come, right? So we have to supply the enough water at regular intervals for crops thereby we get the successful yield. So source of irrigation by wells, canals, rivers and ponds, by dams and reservoirs also. Wells. From wells we dug them manually and keep the water for the crops. These are the traditional methods which are used to be. Next, canals. Canals also like this. They turn the water to crops. They are diverted the water to crop fields. Next, rivers and ponds. They are used in rural areas for the small fields. Small scale of farming, they are used canals. And dams and reservoirs also, they are used large scale for the distribution of water for irrigation. Next one. So, and mostly for irrigation purpose, nowadays we are using the modern methods only. There are two types of modern methods. One is sprinkler system. Next one is drip irrigation. So, what is meant by sprinkler system? It saves more water and also efficient water distribution will be there. See, these are the nozzles. They spread the water by sprinkling like rainfall. This is the sprinkler system. We can save the 1 minute children. So, water is spread over the crops like rainfall. Using rotating nozzles will be there. The water should be sprinkles. Next, the best that benefits from this is it evenly distribute the water and where the places with less water we can use. Thereby we can save water and prevent soil erosion, and also useful for growing vegetables and tea plantations and coffee plantations. Next, drip irrigation. Drip irrigation mostly used in the regions of where the scarcity of water. So here look this ma. This is how the drip irrigation will be there. See, water is supplied drop by drop directly to the roots of plants by using pipes. Thereby we are reducing the unwanted plants like weeds. When we are weeds can grow through sunlight, air and water. If there three requirements is there for the weed plants, they can grow anywhere. So here we are keeping the for every plant by drop we can prevent the weeding weeding plants. So advantages is saves a lot of water and prevents the weed growth and it increases the crop yield. Next, this is the fourth step. What is the fifth step? Fifth step is weeding. See, when we are growing the desirable plants, thereby undesirable plants also will grow. So see, likewise This is the field. This is the field. This is a piece of land. I am cropping the plants. This is my desirable plants. Okay. But I didn't sow any seeds of weed plants, unwanted plants, but they will grow. Then they compete with my desirable plants for water, nutrients and sunlight. Thereby they will grow efficiently. Our desirable crop will have it will also be grow, but the nutrients mostly used by the wild plants only. See. So thereby we did the process of weeding. Weeding is the process removing of unwanted plants. What are the unwanted plants? Weeds, we call it as weeds from the crop. The process of removing unwanted plants, we call it as weeding. Weeds compete with crops for nutrients, water, sunlight and for everything, space and all that. Next, for common wheel plants are, see, amaranthus, parthenium, xanthium and it is wild grass. These are the 4 weed plants we commonly seen in the crops. Next, after this, see, weeding can be done by hand pulling. We can directly remove the weeding plants with hand, and also we use the hoe. I said no in plowing. Hoeing is also used for weeding to remove the weeds. So we use the hoe. It is also helpful in the loosening of the soil and also removing the weeds also it is useful. And see, this is harrow. This is, 1 minute. So this is harrow, children. Harrow. This is the main implement. It is used to dig the unwanted plants. It is a metal frame with spikes. See, here these are the spikes. It is a metal frame having the spikes attached. We can attach it to the tractor also to take the big field, to take the unwanted plants from the big field. It is break soil. It also helps to break the lumps of the soil also. And next one is trowel. Trowel is a blade-like curved point metal used for digging. It is also used for digging, for gardening in our houses. We mostly use the instrument of trowel. Next, handle. This is the handle. It is either made up of wood or else plastic or else metal to hold, to easily can dig the soil and also remove the unwanted plants. So children, and also we use the chemical methods to remove the unwanted plants. So for you children to easily remember, I given the mnemonic also here. Let's study this. 1 minute. See, weeding also done by spraying some special chemicals. We call it as herbicides and weedicides. To remove unwanted plants, we spraying the special chemicals. What are those chemicals? See, these are those chemicals, we call it as herbicides or weedicides. So these are the common weedicides we usually spray for the crops. I given the mnemonic for doctor makes sure to medicines benefit. Doctors. What is meant by D? D makes the delaphon. Next, M is metoclor. S means cinagine. 2,4-D, which means 2,4-dichlorophenoxyacetic acid. Next, M means MCPA, 2-methyl 1,4-chloro 1-phenoxyacetic acid. And B means butachlor. See, by using this mnemonic, you can easily remember these chemicals in your fingertips. This will be helpful for your objective type of questions, and also if they are asked, write the 2 chemical names from the weeding of plants. So write the 2 examples of weedicides, which if they can ask means you can directly remember by this mnemonic, and it should be in your fingertips. Okay children. Next, you know, during the Vietnam War, the US military used these herbicides, chemical weedicides to destroy the enemy's crops. Thereby they can produce less food for them. See, they used the Agent Orange for this is the most famous dangerous herbicide which containing the 2,4-D and 2,4-5-T, which has contained dioxin. What it contains? Dioxin. It contains, 1 minute children. So it contains, 1 minute. It contains dioxin. Dioxin having the carcinogenic property. What is carcinogenic property? The substance which causes cancer. We call it as carcinogenic property. See, in that area they are used to get deformed bases and diseases for the adults. We mainly by the effect of these chemicals they are used to be deformed babies, and also mostly we saw the disease in adults. So children, this is the session of today. We will discuss the latest steps on the tomorrow session. And once again children, 1 minute. Once again children, I am keeping you reminding we are offering the scholarship test on the date of 29th and 30th. So don't miss this. It is both in offline mode also and also online mode also. As you have flexibility, you can take the test. It is absolutely free children. For online session, it going to be occur in the MedWorld class app. So please don't forget this. So this announcement is purely for you, for the foundation people. You can access. And next, so this is the session children. So please always stay tuned with the NEET World session and be successful as a science aspirant. Thank you.